FX Morning Mayhem podcast is an essential listen for currency traders. Each episode covers a curated watch list of key currency pairs alongside insightful market observations. It highlights crucial daily news events that could influence the market, ensuring traders are well informed. Additionally, the podcast offers valuable trading strategy tips, catering to both new and experienced traders in the Forex market. This podcast is for educational purposes only. None of this info should be construed as investment advice. To see the trades called out live for free on our Slack channel, click the link in the description or scan the QR code to join the trade faction. If you find this podcast valuable, please follow and share with a friend. And now, on with the show.
All right. So as of right now, I am 13-0. Can you believe that?
Oh, you better knock on some wood now, Bill.
I know. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I might just have to sleep the rest of the week. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. The last one just closed with a profit like seconds before I started the podcast. Anyway.
Oh, the Singapore Chief?
Singapore Chief, yep.
Oh, yeah, yes, nice.
All right, so the zaps are working again, as you've noticed, right?
I had my phone turned off until this morning.
Oh, did you get a whole bunch of them all at once?
Yeah, I got them all at once. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's working. Happy New Year!
Hey, yeah, cool. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. There was there were several of them on New Year's Day, and then there were three more of them last night, and every single one of them nailed it. So we'll see how it goes, right? Now the people are going to be coming still. Oh no, it's after New Year's. Okay, we're done with all the holiday shit. The rest of this week is probably pretty slow, but we'll see if that pattern stays, because we weren't really competing against humans. It was just computers, and their job is to just push it around in an orderly fashion. We'll see what happens. Yes. Anyway, we are in an uptrend, looking for longs. We are in the zone. So if we get a dot, we will take that trade. Aussie US dollar in a downtrend. We are hyperextended. So I'm not going to pay attention to this trade at all, but it is in an inception zone, but it is overextended. So I am going to not pay attention to that. Euro CAD in a downtrend in a short wave. So we're looking for shorts. It is in the zone. So if we find a red dot plotting, we will take a short on that one. Pound Canadian dollar, we are in a downtrend. We are in a short wave phase, but we are not in the zone. There's nothing to do here. New Zealand US dollar, downtrend. We're in a short wave phase, and we are in the zone, just barely. So if we get a dot, we will take that short, but it's got to probably pull up before we do that. I just got out of this trade. It just hit my profit target right there. This one is in an uptrend, in an inception zone, long wave. So you'd be looking for longs. This was the original signal right here to go, which I took, and it worked out just perfect right there. If it happens again, this is still a pretty good setup. So I would probably take that again if it sets up again. US Canadian dollar. This is in an uptrend. We are in a long wave phase. Where is that line of mine? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, I wonder if I could fix that so it always shows. Anyway, long wave phase, but this is overextended, so not going to pay attention to that. US dollar Swissy franc. We are in a strong uptrend, but we are overextended, so I'm going to ignore that one as well. All right, that covers all of the normal stuff. Let's take a look at the news for today. We just had good unemployment claims, which is what spiked my trade to a profit there. So we take that
until they change them.
Yeah, exactly. Take that with a grain of salt. Actually, I read a really interesting article about how the administration was gaming the system. It was three things. It was like some jobs were coming back because COVID was over. right? The other thing is they were hiring shit tons of government workers
Really?
to prop up to make it look like there were all these jobs, but there were like no private sector jobs. These were all government jobs. And
Hmm.
then the third thing was the immigrants. The immigrants were picking up all the shitty, low wage
Mhm.
jobs. So those three things were masking the true shittiness of the economy and faking out all the employment numbers. So I thought that was an
Hmm.
interesting article. Anyway,
Interesting.
Canadian PMI at 830 and US PMI manufacturing number at 845. That's the one I'm going to pay attention to. That 845, I have a alert set for that.
Gotcha.
Okay, market insight, Dave.
All right.
Speaking of the government, what do you think is the best
Deal.
job from a salary standpoint and the shittiest job from a salary standpoint
In the government?
in the government?
That would be all of them. No, probably anything to do with the press. Anything to do with a public face in the government. That's a horrible job.
But I'm talking from a
Pay.
yeah, from pay standpoint. What's the highest paying? What's the shittiest paying? The lowest paying?
I sure hope nuclear engineer is up there. I have a really bad feeling it's not, but I'm thinking, yeah, nuclear engineer. I'm still thinking our military guys are still underpaid. So that's what I'm going. Nuclear engineer, and lowest pay is probably some private and protecting this country.
You're pretty close.
Hmm.
Okay, the highest paying job in the government in a federal agency is Commodities Trading Futures Commission, which pays $247,000 a year.
Okay.
The lowest paying job is for Armed Forces Retirement Home Workers, which pays $60K.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. Almost all the high paying jobs, a bunch of them have to do with the markets.
Really?
Yeah, Security and Exchange Commission job, $227,000. And then let's see what else is in there. Here you go. Defense Nuclear Facility Safety Board. They make $191,000.
Yeah.
Is Navajo and Hopi Indian Relocation Office at $89,000. Yeah, I know it's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you work for the SBA, the Small Business Administration, $80,000 there. No wonder there's never any good programs out of that fucking thing.
Oh, it is a disappointment upon a disappointment.
Yeah, that thing should be like a big agency funded with big buck executive entrepreneur people, but I'm sure
it'd be
it's
easy
not.
to do it.
I'm sure it's not.
Oh, it'd be so easy to do it.
That would make
I could fund half of that. Community colleges giving small government-funded business courses, how to open a business,
yeah.
how to file taxes.
They don't want you to know that shit, Dave.
No, that's why it drove me nuts because when the kids were in school, there were like no econ classes really that they have to take.
Yeah,
I know it's dating myself, but how to balance a checkbook was 101 when I was there. What's the value of $1? And now it's
I think
what
it's
emoji.
I think it's criminal that finance isn't taught.
Oh God. Yeah,
basically it's just like these kids graduate and they get credit cards and then they're upside down in a year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I know. That's just the saddest thing in the world.
I don't know what we can do about that, but we certainly.
Hey, where is cybersecurity in the United States?
The only thing that's even close to that is intellectual property enforcement at 195K.
Yeah, well, they should be fired.
Yeah, I don't see anything specifically for cybersecurity.
Yeah, we had the Treasury got hacked.
Oh, that's right. How about that?
I know.
Here's why. Treasury Department job, 76K.
No, that's it. Nobody cares.
I don't care. What's your password? Fluffy.
That's pretty much it.
It's probably some old lady that's been there for 40 years.
Yeah, it's the default password on the bottom of the machine.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Hopefully you'll make some money. And like
Yeah, turned everything back on, so I should be
everything's
listening.
back on. I got a crap ton of them and I have everything set up right, so I shouldn't be wasting them. They should all be good.
All right.